I've done hundreds of content audits in the last week. Between paid audits and students in my programs, I've seen a lot of content. And before anybody asks, I do not advertise content audits. They're not in my stand store. You can't buy them. But I do allow people that go through my TikTok Tactics Challenge to purchase them. And I decided to allow people that are getting in my From Views to Revenue Masterclass to also get them. Because when I'm teaching you how to correct your content and things that you should be doing to drive sales in your business, it's a good idea to get an audit so that you can get feedback on what you're doing wrong right now and then take the tips and put them into your business. But more or less, I'm going to give you some feedback on what I've seen through these hundreds of pieces of content. And this is actually going to be a little bit of a series because there's multiple mistakes and I want to take the time to explain each one of them to you. So with this video, we are going to talk about the visual of the video. So the actual video itself, all of the different things you have popping up on the screen, what works, what doesn't. First and foremost, you have to have good lighting. If your video is dark, nobody's going to watch it. And a lot of times when it is dark, it ends up looking grainy and fuzzy. And I know you might be like, okay, that's not a big deal. It's a big freaking deal. The visual of your video itself is a big deal. For instance, my office has really poor lighting. It's actually a sunroom, but it's either full of sun and it's too bright, or it's shadowy because the sun's on the other side of the house. So I have ring lights. Some of my favorite ring lights that I've purchased right here on TikTok are right there in my showcase. But seriously, invest in a light. Ninja tip as well, clean your freaking camera. Like, clean the lens. Like, just take a shirt and do like this, okay? But when it's smudgy and I can see fingerprints on your video, it's a problem. The third thing is you need to really be particular about your placement, your headline placement, the caption placement. If your text is off the screen, what are you doing, right? What are you doing? Pay attention to the placement. And if you're using something like CapCut to edit your videos and then pulling it into TikTok, you need to double check that your placement is correct in CapCut and your sizing is correct, because when you transport it into TikTok, it's everywhere. I also don't recommend having more than 2 things on the screen at one time. So headline, running captions, whatever, but all the emojis and the sparkles and the like flowers behind it, it's distracting people from the actual content itself. I know people think that it's eye-catchy and it's stopping the scroll, but in actuality, it's just distracting. And last, you need to make sure that your videos are visually appealing. Like, having the camera down here and seeing all 18 chins, not appealing. Okay, I love you, but it's not appealing. And I give you all the editing tips that you ever need right there in my TikTok Tactics Challenge. And I'm going to be teaching you my entire video content strategy, giving you templates to plug and play into your business, teaching you exactly how I built my business using full content video strategy in my upcoming masterclass, From Views to Revenue. You can grab my challenge right there in the stand store. It's absolutely incredible. The reviews on it have been amazing. And I love to see you in the masterclass. You can also grab your seat there for less than a cup of coffee.